Well, I remember the first article that I ever read about myself was in the Montreal Gazette, written by Ted Blackman. And I bought it at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning. There was, right next to the Forum, there was a little Greasy Spoon restaurant on Clossy Street that sold the Gazette. And I lived near there. I lived on Atwater, so I walked down and I bought it with my cousin, and I read in the newspaper. First time I ever saw myself in the newspaper, and it was in Ted Blackman's column. And he said, this kid's got stars in his eyes, he's flying over to England, he's recording with Pete Townshend's brother-in-law, John Astley, and he may get Eric Clapton on his album. And I remember reading that, and I remember thinking I made it. And I had not made it, but for me that was, wow, it was in the newspaper. The downside, there's a million members. It's like, where do I start? I mean, there's 1,000. I can't highlight one, but it's like in a day, when you go through your day, your car gets towed today. Is it a good memory?
Bad memory.
Bad memory.
Bad Montreal.
But then again, if you get to the car and you see that the cop overlooked it, or you actually weren't in a place that you were going to get towed, that half hour was actually a good half hour. The last album I did was in '98, and so I probably had 2 kids at that point.
It had to be '98 then.
There's a song I wrote for my dad called Reconcile, and I know in the lyric I say, today I've got 2 kids of my own, and all I want to do is the best I can, something like that. But now I got 4 kids, so the song's dated. I probably have two albums worth of material, at least 25 songs that I put a couple of them on my website for my fans here. Yeah, I love to write. I've written in a journal every day since I was 15. I just write what happened in the day, and that's actually been very helpful for me for the book, because I can be very date specific.
Okay.
Because I can go back and read how I felt, and it's actually quite eye-opening for me to read how hard I was on myself during those 1980s arena tours with Boy in the Box. How I would say that I let my fans down and I didn't perform well, and
really?
So there's a lot of that's going to come out in the book, explaining why I felt that way. And I love writing. I mean, I love melodies. I mean, music is just great. I mean, music, there's nothing stronger than that. I mean, love is strong, and love is the strongest power, but music is a close second.